All right, let's talk about the big one, becoming an AI and machine learning engineer in 2025. We're going to break down the entire roadmap for you today. So if you've been wondering, where do I even start? Well, your journey officially begins right now.
So, you're looking at the world of AI, and you're thinking, okay, I want in, I want to be a part of that. And who can blame you? It's easily one of the most exciting fields out there. But let's be real, the path can look, well, kind of confusing, right? It leaves you with that one big question. Where on earth do you even start?
Well, that's exactly what we're here to do. We've taken that whole complicated journey and boiled it down into a clear, step-by-step plan. Think of this as your personal guide, taking you from I'm just starting out all the way to I'm confidently building my own projects. Okay, first things first, we've got to build a solid foundation. In the world of AI, this really boils down to mastering two essential languages. And trust me, these are the absolute non-negotiables. So let's dive in and break them down.
You can think of this like learning two sides of the very same coin. On one side, you've got math. This is the language that explains how the models actually work under the hood. Things like linear algebra, it's not just some abstract theory you learn in school. No, it's literally how a model crunches thousands of data points all at once. Then on the other side, you have Python. This is the language you use to actually build and control those models using amazing libraries like NumPy and Pandas. To really succeed, you have to be fluent in both the what and the how.
All right, so once you've got that foundation locked in, you're ready to start mastering the core skills. This is where we take all that foundational knowledge and turn it into some seriously powerful capabilities. This is where it gets really interesting.
First up, you've got machine learning. Now, that term might sound super complex, but the core idea is actually pretty simple. It's all about teaching computers to find patterns all by themselves, without you programming every single rule. Think about it. Predicting a stock price, figuring out if an email is spam, grouping customers for a marketing campaign. These are the kinds of things that power pretty much all the AI systems you already use every single day.
Then you get to deep learning. This is where we use something called neural networks, which are kind of inspired by how our own brains work. And the way they learn is basically a simple loop. First, data goes in. The network makes a guess. Then it checks how wrong it was. It measures its error. And here's the magic part. It learns from that mistake using a process called backpropagation. It's just this simple feedback loop, over and over again, that lets AI tackle these incredibly complex problems, like recognizing your face in a photo or understanding what you're saying.
Okay, so you've got the core skills under your belt. Now you're at a really important crossroads. To truly stand out in this field, you've got to specialize. This is the step that takes you from being a generalist to becoming a sought-after expert in a really specific, high-value area.
So, what is it that really excites you? Is it working with language, building chatbots with natural language processing or NLP, or maybe it's teaching computers how to see with computer vision? Or are you drawn to the absolute cutting edge, generative AI? Building tools with large language models and RAG apps. That's where you let an AI use your own specific documents to answer questions. Each one of these paths has its own set of amazing tools, so the key is to find the one that really sparks your curiosity.
All right, now this next part, this is arguably the most important phase of the entire journey. Seriously, because all the theory in the world doesn't mean a thing until you can actually apply it. The single most crucial point is this: you have to build stuff. And I'm not talking about just following a tutorial. I mean real, tangible projects. Don't just read the theory. Go build a sentiment analyzer that can read movie reviews. Create a neural network that can actually recognize handwritten numbers. Dive headfirst into Gen AI and build a real, working chatbot using LangChain. The goal here is simple. Pick one of these paths and bring a project to life, from start to finish.
Why? Because this is what truly matters to recruiters. A project in your portfolio isn't just a line on a resume, it's proof. It sends this incredibly powerful signal that you don't just get the concepts, you know how to actually use them to deliver real results.
And hey, don't just build it and forget it, you gotta showcase it. Get your projects up on GitHub, but make them look professional. Write a super clear README file explaining what it is and how it works. Toss in some screenshots or even a little GIF of your project in action. And please, keep your code clean. This becomes your professional portfolio, so make it shine.
Now, your learning journey doesn't just stop after a couple of projects. Think of platforms like Kaggle as your personal gym for AI skills. It's where you go to keep getting stronger. You can jump into competitions, you can learn from the absolute best in the world, and you can find incredible data sets to spark your next big project idea. It's all about that cycle of continuous improvement.
So, the big question, how long is all this going to take? Well, realistically, if you can put in about a couple hours a day, you could be building real, solid projects in about 4 to 5 months. Now, if you're a fast learner, or you can commit more time, say 3 hours a day, you could potentially get there in as little as 3 months. But look, at the end of the day, you set your own pace.
Okay, we're nearing the end of our roadmap here, but remember, your journey is really just getting started. So let's wrap this up with a few final tips and tools that can be absolute game changers for accelerating your growth.
You want to know the smartest way to learn AI? Is to use AI itself. Seriously, are you stuck on a tough concept? Ask ChatGPT to explain it to you in 5 different ways. Need a little help with your code? Let GitHub Copilot or Claude give you a hand. These tools aren't a crutch, they are accelerators. Use them to learn faster, code better, and build your confidence.
So to wrap it all up, just remember these final things. Focus on making your work clear, not just writing clever code. Learn by doing, not just by watching videos. And get involved. Immerse yourself in the AI community on places like LinkedIn and GitHub. Follow some great AI and machine learning channels on YouTube. Just stay active, stay connected, and above all, stay curious. So there you have it. That's the plan. A clear, step-by-step path to take you from zero all the way to becoming an AI project builder. The entire roadmap is laid out right in front of you. So now there's really only one question left to answer. What are you going to build first?